Good afternoon, guys. I'm back here at La Mesa RV in Mesa, Arizona, and I have a very rare opportunity for me to inspect and show you guys a brand new unit, because I don't get to see new units very much. We're going to take a look at this 2024 brand new Entegra Esteem Class C gas motorhome on a Ford E450 chassis. Now, like most of these inspections, we're going to go ahead and start up on the roof. I'll take you through it, and then if there's time, I'll take you quickly through the inside of it too. 2024. And it's kind of fun for me because, like I said, I rarely get to ever see brand new motorhomes, travel trailers, or fifth wheels. New owner of this ordered this straight from La Mesa, and it just got delivered last week. La Mesa's done the PDI and asked me to do a independent third-party inspection, so they feel good about it. Now, another set of eyes never hurts at all. I always tell people, you get 2 or 3 inspectors, you'll have 2 or 3 different lists, and each list will have something completely different on it that's vitally important to know about. So I'm happy to help too, especially taking a look at a brand new roof, especially taking a look at a brand new 2024. Now, from what I can see, this is a FRP fiberglass roof. It's a rolled material, so it's not gel coat. It's very similar to a Phylon roof material. But this stucco material, or stucco finish on it, it's very similar to what you'll see like in commercial bathrooms on the walls. But it is a fiberglass material. Unlike Winnebago, they do actually screw this down, so you don't have to worry about the edge, about the end popping out of the track and ripping the whole roof off. And unlike some other manufacturers that use a membrane roof, that's TPO that they paint, that's kind of a cheat, to be honest, but this is actual fiberglass, so this paint will hold up a little bit better. Surprising to me is that this is an Entegra product, and their Class A motorhomes usually still have a piece of molding right there. And you can almost see in between the awning right there, that cap mold, or that molding I was talking about, between the fiberglass roof and the metal radius. And there's another seam right there. So this is a seamless roof on a Class C motorhome. I don't know if they changed the roof design on their new Class A motorhomes or not, but this is a heck of a lot better than having the strip of molding all the way down the side of the roof. As the water does get trapped right there, it does turn the roof into a little bit of a shower pan or a basin. Now, I already climbed up the ladder, so we already did test to make sure that it wasn't loose right here. It looks like this is a self-leveling acrylic roof sealant. I don't think it's exactly Dicor, but it is Dicor adjacent. I don't know if it's Xtrm or Alpha Seal. One thing I do like on this rear cap is just a laminated rear wall, so it's not a fiberglass rear cap, but there's no hardware or screws sticking down. It's sealed or screwed in from the side right there underneath the molding. So even though I do tell you to walk on the roof right here to make sure it's not loose, there's no screws on the wet surface that'll on the flat surface that will let water actually seep in over time. So I do like that look quite a bit. Come up to this has 2 ACs on it, but strangely enough, it only has 30 amp service on it and a 4,000 watt generator. So that's a bit strange. But it does have an EMS load shed system on it, so it's not too bad, I guess. But like all these roof ACs, I do want to kind of just up to them, lean on them a little bit gently to make sure they're not loose on the roof. If you can get underneath it and lift, that's even better. We'll inspect to make sure everything's tightened down. So I do like to see that. Come over here to this side. Now, it might look like the sealant's cracked right there. It's not cracked. They just painted it, and the paint didn't stretch like the sealant does. So we don't have to worry about that. This is just a plastic end cap. They also sealed on top of the molding right here and painted that. And over here, we might as well look at the top of the slide out here. And of course, there's a Schwintek slide out that does have again a kind of a texture to this membrane roof. So that's going to be a TPO type of roof. So it's not a EPDM roof, but it is a membrane roof. We do have roof repair tape or flashing right there. Doesn't look too bad. All the sealant looks good. I will say this bulb seal right there is a little bit loose. We'll grab the slide out topper. Now, this is a Lippert slide out topper that looks just like a Dometic slide out topper of years ago. I guess that's what happens with patents sometimes. when they wear out. The fabric looks pretty good. Take a look at the sealant all top of the railing right there. And from the ground, of course, we do want to look from underneath to make sure that the molding's not loose. We'd be able to see it from here too. Look on this side. On top of the slide out, there's a little bit of bubbling. Maybe a staple right there that probably should be addressed because it's right underneath the membrane and will tear it over time. Let's make a note of that. Otherwise, we look okay. This seal looks fine on this side. Okay, just a 14 by 14 powered vent. I would like to see all manufacturers get in the habit of putting vent covers on all of these things, since these vents are fairly useless. If it's raining or windy, you can't have that open, and you need to get rid of a lot of moisture sometimes. Keep the air from getting stagnant. Sealant looks good on the bright side. This is a metal base, so it won't crack. No cracking there. Sewer vent looks good. Now this is a Winegard TV antenna. It has a Wi-Fi router built into it too, so that's kind of a nice feature. So I think it does Wi-Fi and TV antenna. I'm not sure if this one's set up for cell phone boost or not. Over here to a clear skylight. Sealant looks good all the way around. I don't see any cracking, no lift edges. We're looking really good right there. This edge over here doesn't seem too bad. Gutter isn't loose. We have a patio awning right here. This is a Lippert power awning. I already extended this out. It's kind of windy today, so I don't want to leave it out and rip off the awning on a brand new RV. Alright, sealant looks really good all the way down. And this one does have the LED light strip underneath there. I'll see if I can't show it to you guys, but those are pretty nice. Now, on a lot of these Class Cs, I do recommend you take an eye where the fiberglass gel coat front cap, it's molded fiberglass, where it meets the sidewall right here. A lot of times it'll come loose and pop loose, especially on these Jaycos. So I do want to inspect that. Come back over to this side. We have another slide out. So there's two slide outs on this one. Now this is not a Schwintek slide out. It's just ran from underneath. So the bulb seal on the exterior is right there. Nothing on this side. Take a look on top. Everything looks pretty good. Again, another membrane roof. Nothing popping on that side. Slide out topper look like it's in good shape. Forgot to grab it and jiggle it. Looks good. Don't want to freak you guys too much by leaning over too far. I'll come back over here. Taking a look all the way over here. Everything looks good. Straight down the side. I don't see the molding loose. That's just I guess that molding right, or that seal is loose. We'll make a note of that. It just needs to be slipped back in place correctly. Very easy fix on that one. And we'll take a look on this side. It does look like the membrane's a little bit loose here, but no harm, no foul. There's no staple on that one. We'll grab that. Not loose. Okay, believe it or not, we're almost done. Backtrack a little bit to the front AC. Now the AC controls on this one did throw me for a loop a little bit. I'll try to remember to show you how those are supposed to work, because it has a smart touchpad to operate it, and I didn't figure it out on 2024 because I don't see them enough. We got a 200 watt Go Power solar panel. This system is working. That looks really good. Sealant looks good. Looks really good. It's just going to leave us the front cap. Like I said, this is a gel coat fiberglass molded front cap. It does have a window right there with a power shade that opens and closes. I don't see any issues with sealant on it. The bugs just are part of the delivery charge. So this has the bullet lights. I already checked the bullet lights, but those grommets look good. These just push into place. These are kind of easy to replace now. Like a lot of these manufacturers, they do tend to run the paint a little bit right there, but there's not too much that can be done about that. You can see it blob there, and there. And that just leaves the one termination strip that's on the roof, basically. Like I said, I do like to walk on it. If it is loose, it'll usually pop a screw out of the sealant. Because it says painted, they painted the Dicor. I know it looks like it's black sealant, but this is painted Dicor. You can see if the paint cracks, if the molding's loose too. But that looks really good. We found a few things wrong, but nothing too drastic or big. Inspecting the roof on this 2024 Entegra Esteem with the FRP fiberglass roof, and it looks really good. I'll make my notes of it. Let me get on the ground. I'll take you through the inside real fast. I want to show you the AC controls first, because that threw me for a loop. All right, I know I said I'd take you inside real fast, but I do want to show you the LED light strip on the bottom of the awning right there. And when we're inspecting, we do want to look underneath the roof molding right there, or the gutter, and make sure it's not loose from the sidewall too. But a few other things that are cool on the outside right here is that this does have automatic hydraulic 4-point leveling on it. It does have a loose heater pad for the holding tank. Very common. Looks like they upgraded the sway bar on the rear axle there. And while a lot of those things might be pretty common, including a outside TV, please remember, I don't see 2024s very often. Right there, it's an Insignia Fire TV from Amazon, which really aren't my favorite, because without internet, those things are kind of a frustrating thing to operate, just from my experience on my Beaver. Right up here, I thought this was really interesting. So this is a gas motorhome on a Ford chassis, and that's the catalytic converter for it. Now, Entegra did have to extend the exhaust pipe when they extended the frame, which you can see the frame extension right about there, where they added a whole bunch of framing. But on the converter, there's this protective theft deterrent strap. Looks like it's like a Kevlar or a fiberglass strapping that'll gum up a grinder, and it's wrapped around, feels like a pretty substantial metal band in there too. I don't know if Ford does that or if Entegra adds that, but that's very thoughtful. It's a shame that we have to do that. It's called the cat strap. It protects this motorhome. Huh. So I'm guessing Entegra installed that. But let's go ahead and go inside now on this 2024 Esteem. Now, before I forget about it, right here is the control panel. It's a BM Pro touchscreen. It's Android based. Not my favorite, but it should be able to be connected to your phone. But remember, we have 2 roof ACs. And so right here on the panel, we go to the controls right here and go to temperature. Has main. You can turn the main AC on and off just by doing that. Put it in heat mode. Oh, sorry. Auto cool mode right there, or you can turn it back off again. All these buttons down here just set the temperature for the inside. I'm supposed to turn it on and off on, and that does a high and low speed for when the fan's on. I could not figure out how to operate the second AC. That's when I learned you slide it up, and there's a second AC control right there. I felt a little bit dumb. So I call myself an expert, but I don't know how to even use a smart Android-based thermostat. All right, so we'll start right here at the floor. This is just a rolled vinyl flooring made to mimic the look of barnwood lumber. If I go to the driver's compartment, there's a little bit of a step down. There's no carpet in this compartment. It's just more like a padded mat down in there. It does have the new Ford chassis on it with the smart wheel controls on it. This has a Sony Multimedia Entertainment Center. I kind of like this one. It does have the built-in side view cameras. And of course the rear view camera is going to be when you put it in reverse. Let's see if I can't do that. Yeah, there we go. In fact, let me go ahead and start this up. I have the jacks down. Let me go ahead and retract the jacks. I kind of wish the panel wasn't right here. I have it retract. I'm going to auto retract the jacks here. There they are, going up. Would be nice to have snap pads for those. Those are the easiest things to put on these jacks to really improve the quality of these jacks quite a bit. And if you don't know what those are, just Google snap pad. Enter in the make and model of the RV, and it'll actually tell you which jack pads you need. Snap pads really up their game substantially. This is what I did like to see. It has USB-C, not just USB charge on it, so it has USB-C built into it. There's a lot of USB on this one. Now these seats do rotate around, but it is just a vinyl. It's a little bit difficult to rotate them around, so I'm not going to do that because it takes too long. Right above is going to be the bunkhouse area. Now this middle bunk just flips over. There's a ladder in the closet. It's a telescoping ladder. Right above is that window on the front cap. I told you I had a power shade on it. I know I'm not a big fan of power shades, but this is one aspect where a power shade makes a lot of sense. Don't have to climb all the way up there to open up the shade. Now, unfortunately, the main TV is going to be located right here. I just say unfortunately just because if you're on the bunk bed, you're in the way of everybody watching TV, and maybe it's not the best viewing angle from the recliners. Now, these are power recliners, so even though you think that's RV furniture, these are surprisingly comfortable. It does have USB charging again on it, and of course the all-important remote caddy. All the shades are just roller night shades. There's no day shades on this one, which I don't know. Some people might like that. Some people may not like that. I am a fan of that. The dinette bench does turn into a bed. This is not that complicated one where you have to flip up the handle underneath. All we have to do is move the cushions out of the way. And this one we can do one-handed. We'll just lift up on it right here and then pull it away from the wall and set it down in place. The cushions just go over top. Now this is just a laminate countertop material. It is not marble, and it's definitely not solid surface. There's little hooks or fingers that'll grab into right there. That locks it in place. I just put everything back again. Oh, I didn't point out, that doesn't turn into a bed, obviously. But that is two beds in the front area right here. About a twin-size bed, about a long full up front. Now above and all the cabinetry, the doors are solid wood. The cabinet faces and end caps are all just engineered lumber. But it'll also be solid wood on the drawer faces too. There's some nice cabinet grade plywood right there. Those are those remotes for the smart Fire Amazon TVs. Now opposing the main slide out will be the kitchen. Now this is just a galley style kitchen, so it's just one long countertop. But this is solid surface Corian countertop. Don't pay attention to that. I just de-winterized this for my inspection. Easy. As an under countertop mounted stainless steel sink, I would prefer one sink at this time. One big sink, or at least the half divider in between. But it's a pretty nice looking faucet. And now, even though it's called solid surface Corian countertop, this right here is much more like a dry erase board that they just CNC'd a pattern in there. So it's nominally waterproof. But this is cool. It has a wireless phone charger right there, but you pop it up. You have a 110 outlet and more USB and USB-C down below. Push that red button, get it back into place. A lot of good storage and drawers underneath right here. I think a lot of manufacturers forget how important drawers are and just give you a lot of doors. Now we do have a 110 microwave right above. It's stainless steel, runs on 110 power only. Down below is a Furrion 3-burner propane stovetop. Furrion really does make the most beautiful appliances in the RV world, I feel like. So you just bring that to the light and rotate that. And then it's just lit just that easily. And the nice thing about this Furrion is, unlike all the other manufacturers, they give you an igniter for the oven down below. You just bring this to the light right there, and you're going to rotate that in direction, and you should be able to see the sparker down there. It's the little things that mean a lot, including a oven light. Now, I'm not a huge fan of propane ovens in an RV, but I know that a lot of people are, so it is a nicer oven to have here. Stovetop cover with the tempered glass on it gives you a little bit of additional countertop space. Next to the stovetop will be the Furrion RV refrigerator. Now this runs on 12-volt power by itself, so we do have solar power for that. But freezer right above, refrigerator down below, nice and cold. These are becoming much more common. It's strange that they have a 12-volt refrigerator but a propane stovetop. Not quite sure I understand that. Over here, your pantry, drawer space. And over here is that energy management system I was telling you about, because there's only 30 amp service on it. So it will turn off the water heater on 110 or the rear AC to keep you underneath 30 amps automatically. Now all of these switches right here These are more like remote controls. They're battery power that talk to the tablet control up there. Starting to come around to having the app on your phone being pretty useful. Now, some people might complain about there being no door to the bathroom right here, but this partition to the water closet has a magnet catch right above. And that becomes the bathroom privacy door. The bathroom itself has a laminate countertop, just like the dinette table. An under countertop mounted stainless steel bowl sink, which I like better than those square ones. They clean up a lot easier, don't stain so much. 2 mirrored medicine cabinets above, and this is a porcelain gravity toilet. No sprayer on this one, but a pretty good flush, and I already did check and make sure that it's not loose to the ground. A little bit more privacy on this window in the bathroom. It doesn't come down exceptionally low on this one, so you might get away with using the system without closing the shade, but come on, close your shade. Across from the water closet will be the shower. Now, this is everybody's favorite 3-panel tempered shower door. That looks great until it starts getting water spots on it and getting gunk in the track down there. But this is what the industry's going with now. Just make sure that it's latched down securely before you drive down the road. This is an ABS shower pan, and though this might look like tile, this is again just a plastic surround, but at least it is seamless all the way here. Kind of nice, made to mimic the look of tile. It's always important to step inside, make sure the shower pan is supported, that there's no give that's going to rip that shower pan. Sorry, I forgot to show you guys. This is a pretty substantial step up, about a foot. I'm 6 foot tall. I don't have to duck down to get in, but definitely to get out, I will have to duck down. And then once inside, it's a pretty decent sized shower stall. So definitely can't complain about that. You get a pretty nice shower head on an adjustable track with a soap dish and even a extra closet rod right above in the shower. Even though this is 2024, I feel like we're doing a little bit of a throwback with a accordion style bifold door from the main room to the bedroom. I don't know how the industry can still get away with those because these are problematic to say the least. But great big huge mirrored closet. Oh, there's that telescoping ladder for the bunk right there and the privacy curtain for the bunk. But big mirrored closet doors on either side. Bank of dresser drawers in between, and of course the bedroom TV, which is again insignia. Amazon Fire TV. Does have some hidden storage behind it. So really that just leaves the second slide out, which is of course the bed. Remember, this is a Schwintek slide out room. Looks to be about a queen size bed here. Pretty good storage right above. There's a padded vinyl headboard. Pretty good shape. I do like having windows on either side, but not above the bed. And these have the cool racing inspired blue reading lights on them too. Down here, it is a laminate countertop on each one of the nightstands, but it does have wireless phone charging right next to it, built in. But if you pop up, it does have a USB port on it too, so you can charge if you don't have a wireless charging phone or device right there. One neat feature they did give you is underneath the bed. You can access the storage from outside, even has a kickstand for it right there. Leaving only the back window, which is of course your emergency exit window. So I guess in a real emergency, if you needed to, you could pop that little latch right down there and pop out the outside that way without having to hop out the window. But that was it, guys. A 2024 Entegra Esteem Class C gas motorhome built on a Ford E450 chassis. It has 1, 2, 3 beds on it, 2 slide outs and automatic leveling jacks on it. It's kind of about the perfect Class C motorhome. Perfect for those weekend getaways or the camping trips. It's only 29 feet long, so you can get in most parks too. But I was happy to share it with you guys. I got to get back to work, finish up this inspection, and let the owner know the condition of their brand new beautiful Esteem. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye. So many airplanes here. They're so loud. We're going to take a look at this 2024. Get that out of the way. Maybe. I know it's an Entegra. Well, as I'm closing up, I guess that answers the question. The road to adventure starts here, huh? At La Mesa Rec Van. It's a slow start. I'm going on 2 hours waiting on a RV to get ready for me to inspect. That was supposed to be ready for me to inspect here at La Mesa in Mesa, Arizona. But man, they do sure have a beautiful view out the front door. That's got to count for something here, right, at La Mesa? They got it ready for me now. They're definitely leaning into the Class B van life world over here at La Mesa, which they're branding as Van Up, because they upgrade some of these vans here too now.